Okay, so now our next job is to create a little post that slides into this channel. And the easiest place to work from is the very end of the channel right here that's being highlighted there. So that's the surface that's best to work on, because if I can create the post here, then I know it'll be able to slide in and so forth. So that's where we're going to create a sketch. So I'll create sketch and put my mouse over it and then be right there. Now it flips everything out and zooms out and all that kind of stuff. Don't worry. Let's hide some of these bodies. Let's hide the spacer tube. And I don't need the motor cap at the bottom. So this is the part that we're working on right there, this rectangle. Now, you would say, well, why can't I just use that rectangle? Well, the issue is it's the exact size of the space, and 3D printing is never that perfect, and so it's always nice to give yourself a little bit of room. So what we're going to do is let's hit the P key to project. We'll click on that surface, hit OK, and to make your life easier, we'll just hide the nose cone so it's not flashing all over the place. All right, so there's our rectangle. And what we need to do is we're going to make a new 2-point rectangle. And it's going to be offset from this one. And so what we'll do is I'm going to click on the line. So I had the little X. I'll click on this line. Then click on Sketch Dimension. Click here. Click here. Now this distance is going to be small. It's going to be 0.05. All right, so that's 0.05 of a millimeter. But now we're going to come down here and click there, and again do 0.05. So what we've got is a tiny, tiny little gap at the top and bottom for this to fit into. I'm not worried about the thickness. It can actually be thicker than the wall of the rocket. So with that said, now we should have an inside rectangle to work with. So we'll hit Finish Sketch. Let's bring back our nose cone. And we'll hit Extrude. And we want that rectangle right there. Oh, actually, not Extrude. Revolve. Cancel. Let's hit Revolve. And we want this rectangle in the middle. And then the axis will be our trusty blue axis right here. And the distance that will revolve it. So now we have some geometry issues we got to think about. Okay, so because this is in degrees, and we're trying to do about a 3.9 millimeter post, we have to do a little bit of geometry. Let me think for just a second. Okay, I'm back and did the geometry for you. So this rotation would be 9.95 degrees will make this little post the right distance, which is 3.9 millimeters. So we hit OK. We did not do a join, so when you go back to that revolve, it was a new body because we want to be able to join it to the spacer tube that's below it. So you can see how if I bring in the spacer tube and turn this around, how that spacer tube block fits inside of here. And there's just a 1/10 of a millimeter gap on there. So the next issue is let's hide the nose cone because we don't need that anymore. And or at the moment. The next thing is let's round these little corners here so that way they go in there a little nicer. So let's hit Fillet and let's grab these 4 edges. And let's bring them in Let's see here. What's a 1/4 millimeter? If you do 0.5, it's probably quite a bit. I don't know, 0.5 is not too bad. So we're going to do 1/2 of a millimeter on the edges to round that, and we'll hit OK. So there it is. And then the next issues, let's bring the nose cone back in. So now we can see how it fits in there. So now it's all about 3D printing problems. All right. So the next issue is going to be kind of some chamfer problems. So we know that this post is floating out 90 degrees flat out. So we could just wing it and it'll create kind of a sloppy bottom, which could be cleaned up because it's not that thick. But if we were going to try and do it right, let's just hide the nose cone for a second. Let's hit combine, and we need to combine the main body is the spacer tube, and then we want to combine it with this little nub that we made. So we hit OK. So now they're combined. The next issue is we zoom in down here and we go back to chamfer and grab this edge. Now it's going to want to chamfer all 4 edges, which I don't want to do. So let's hit cancel on that. Let's and actually these fillets are annoying. So what we can do is I'm going to move the fillets to after. Let's see if I can move these in the timeline. It doesn't like doing that. So I'm going to delete those fillets. So we're back to here. This is still combined. Now we can modify and chamfer, and hopefully we can just pick that bottom edge. There we can. And now we bring it out till it's 0.8 millimeters, it looks like. So it's a 0.8 chamfer. We hit OK. And now that we've done that, if we look at the nose cone, that's going to collide. So we have to fix the nose cone. So hide the spacer tube, modify, chamfer, pick this out edge, and do 0.8. Will it let us? It doesn't like chamfering on the round, maybe? Or is there another issue? Let's check. I don't think it likes doing those. Let me just a second. I'm not sure what happened, but I just typed it in manually, 0.8, and we can see that it chamfered that edge just fine. So we hit OK. And now if we bring back this tube, we can see that our part fits in there nicely. All right. And so that will allow this thing to be printed, and it should have a nice print or not have to need any cleanup. All right, so I guess there could be a small issue in this corner here as it goes up and tries to round the corner. You can try, I don't know, we could try and like fillet this corner a little bit and round it. And so this will just stop it from catching on that corner. So I just did a tiny fillet right on that corner to round it, and that'll allow it to go around the corner a little better. We hit OK. Let's hide the nose cone. So these are all the minor details that can make the operation of the thing just a little bit nicer. Let's hit fillet again. You could also make these all chamfers also. Don't do that one. I want this edge. I don't know if I could do all 4 of these. Will it let me? All right, and then could we do that 0.5 that we had before? We can. All right, so we will do this 0.5. So now that's rounded, and so that way it should smoothly rotate up into that section there. So now the nose cone will be held in place by the spacer tube. All right. So what was left? I'm tidying up these sketches. All these sketches were for the L notch. So we can name those real quick. Vertical notch, because that's where we went upward. This was the horizontal notch, if I remember right, and actually I did it the wrong way. This was not the vertical notch. This is the nub, and then this is the horizontal notch. I know it seems tedious to name all these things, but when you have sketch 14 and you're trying to find out which one does something, naming it just helps. Vertical notch. All right, so that names all of our sketches. And let me think just for a second to figure out if there's anything left we got to do. Okay, so you see I've changed the view to look at the nose cone and this notch. The last part that we've got to do is this large, long overhang won't print well. It'll have a bunch of messes here. So what we're going to do is create some manual supports that you can just remove with some little snippers. And it'll make it so that way we can print this without any support material, which is what's best. It's a lot less cleanup and so forth. So what we're going to do is we're going to make some little manual little posts, little 1 millimeter posts that you can trim up after it's made. So let's create a sketch, and let's create a sketch on this surface right here, this overhang. That's the problem. All right. And so it spins everything around so that way it's difficult to see the overhang, and of course I've got all the other geometries visible. All right, so my sketch is right on this surface here. Let's project that into our sketch so we have it as a reference. So P, and then click on this curve and hit OK, and now we can hide the nose cone and then flip myself to this bottom view again, so that way I can work my way around. And as you bring it in, you can see where the notch is. The notch is, as I just mouse over the nose cone, you can see the notch is at the top. So I'm just going to work around and then create a few of these little posts here. If we bring the nose cone in, I mean, it's not too bad. It just gets in the way a little bit. So what we'll do is I'm just going to create some little posts. So I'll create a line, and you can see it snaps to the purple line here. So it should snap to that purple line. And if we hide the nose cone, do you see what that did there? And so all I'm doing is, and it's making them parallel. It doesn't really matter. Being parallel is fine because it also allows you to measure the distance nice. And that's, make doesn't even have a 1 millimeter little thing there. So it's 1 millimeter wide, and we're just going to do a few of those. So go about here, and let's create another one and measure it. You could also do a circular pattern of these things to do it nicely. Is what you could do if you really wanted to. But I'm just going to do 1 and 2 more of these. So we'll just do one somewhere around here. 3D printers can bridge out into open air for a distance, but it's one of those things of planning ahead can be really handy, and not having to print with support material that you have to clean out, where if just snipping off these 4 little chunks is so tiny and easy to do that it's probably better to do that than have to print with support material. And we'll do this one at 1 millimeter. whoops, escape, and I can move those around. So now I can kind of play a little bit with the spacing now that I've done my, wherever you measured from becomes your anchor point here. And then let's bring the nose cone back to make sure I didn't go off into air with this thing. I didn't. It's a little, there you go. All right, so finish sketch. And now we have our little posts that we're going to make. And we hit extrude, click on these 4 little posts, and extent type to object, and then we'll choose this object right here. Oh, it doesn't like completing it because that's at an angle, or maybe it's because of this gets really complicated. Just a second. Okay, I looked at it and it's just the issue of this rounded corner here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move my those little supports. I'm going to move them just a little bit. So grab and move this back a little bit further. In fact, I could probably get rid of one of them if I really wanted to, because it gets pretty close there. I'll split the difference. Finish sketch, show the nose cone, hit extrude, grab those 4 posts, drag it down, and you can drag it down until it collides and then just hit join. And so you'll be able to snip these little bottom parts off here, and then if you have to use a tiny bit of sandpaper, you can. And then just hit join and OK. And so that will allow this whole section here to print better.